Hi guys, this is your naturalist Harrisbrooker here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to identify neat feather moss. Stay tuned. So to put this moss in context for you, I'm in a sort of old airfield, and down below you can just about make out the green of it in amongst this this cut heather, this cut gorse. I'll maybe just show you a different example further across the track, but this is what it looks like. It's not looking as resplendent as it could be, so I'll maybe just show you some examples off the track, or no, not off the track, on the other side of the track, I should say. So it can range from being green to a sort of orangey colour, but the thing that you'll notice about it is just how stout it is, and the leaves, they don't taper really, they're kind of adpressed to the stem, and I don't know if you can see that, but see at the tip of that branch to the left of the frame, you can see a little attenuated point there. So here's another look at another individual, and again that very pressed appearance. So yeah, you can make out the shape of the leaves, sort of quite broad with a bit of a nerve coming off of it, sort of almost curved in the middle. Yeah, look at that. Neat feather moss. One of the most recognisable ones you'll find. Some mosses give you a terrible time of trying to get you to pin down what they are, but this one is mercifully easy. So I've just found this lump of frog spawn in this ditch here. This will probably most likely be from a common frog, since that's the main one we have around here, and they just look like little balls of jelly with an eyeball in the middle. Eventually these will hatch and become tadpoles, and tadpoles they swim around a bit like fish, and eat whatever they can, small insects, other invertebrates like that. And eventually they grow, they eventually lose their tails, and they become adult frogs. It's been very busy here. Frog spawn. Just a convoluted mass of jelly. Hi guys, this is your naturalist Harrisbrooker here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to identify Thickpoint Grimmia. Stay tuned. So to put this this moss in context, here's an access track in an old airfield that's accessible to the public. The ground round about it is rough grazing, some heather, some gorse, a lot of moss growing in as well. But at the edge of the track you'll notice some spots of greenery, like this, the Thickpoint Grimmia. Now this is one of about 3 Grimmia species that you can find in the lowlands. The rest live in the highlands, and there's something like at least 15 to 20, maybe 28 at most species of what we call schistidiums, which are the Grimmias. And Thickpoint Grimmia is one of the 3 lowland ones, the other 2 being the grey cushioned Grimmia and the seaside Grimmia, which seaside Grimmia grows on the seashore in little cushions. Grey cushioned Grimmias grow on walls usually. They're quite distinctive with the white hairs and the green leaves and their cushions. But what makes this moss distinctive is that it's very green. It's sort of almost star-shaped, but it's the nerves on it. Let me see if I can show you better. Some of them don't seem to be displaying their nerves quite so easily. In fact, let me see if I can find, because I was finding some with some decent nerves. Here we go. See that whitish bits on the end? That's the nerves. That's why they call them Thickpoint Grimmias. We do also have these in the Duffhouse grounds. This species quite likes rough ground, especially by access tracks and waste places it can grow quite nicely on. These ones here are not as luxuriant as the ones I know at Duffhouse. They're a bit sort of shriveled, a bit too exposed. Yeah. So there you have it. Thickpoint Grimmia. Hi guys, this is your naturalist Harris Brooker here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to identify the lichen Peltigera Hymenina. Stay tuned. So this is the lichen here, and to put it in context for you, this is the access track along the edge there, and the lichen is here with the brownish extensions. That is the apothecia. Now it says that the lichen is a greyish green on top. Now there's supposed to be some veins on the back, ochre veins, but I don't see that. Yeah, it just looks a sort of pale brownish white to me, but the main thing are these brownish extensions here, which are the reproductive parts of the lichen. I'll zoom out a bit because the hand lens doesn't like that. So there you go. Harvest is, yeah, okay, well, that's about as good as I can get it. So that's the apothecia sticking out of the thallus like so. Peltigera Hymenina. Hi guys, this is your naturalist Harris Brooker here, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to identify the moss Calliergonella cuspidata. Stay tuned. So to put this moss in context, here's the part of the airfield open to the public. Some wind turbines, some plantations in the distance that you can now no longer visit. And what you'll notice at the edge of the tarmac here are some mosses. If I bend down to examine them more closely, you can see that they look sort of orangey stemmed and fairly stiff-leaved. Now I believe part of the name, I think Cuspidata, like cusps, like points, because when you put some pressure on these points with your finger, they're quite stiff actually. They don't hurt like the spines of gorse do, but you'll feel the stiffness of the leaves. Let me see if I can. So here's the leaves. There's the point of it. The stem seems to be sort of orangey. The leaves themselves look kind of sharp. Yeah, there's an almost sort of translucent effect, but you can still see the leaves. They're sort of adpressed, I would say. Yet the stems appear sort of translucent, and the leaves, these rigid outer ones, are what give you the prickle. And now the reason why I thought to do that was because I'd read about this species previously, and I thought I would try it for the camera. And sure enough, yes, it is true. Touch it with your finger, and it does indeed stay stiff, but it doesn't hurt, of course. Calliergonella cuspidata. Here at the grounds in the Boyndie Centre.